Hey guys, what's up? I just had a situation last year where my dad ended up having bowel cancer. It was very bad. Him being 80, he suffered a lot. He now has to wear a colonoscopy bag permanently for the rest of his life. My mother had a hiatus hernia. For those of you who aren't aware, it's to do with for some reason, the muscle walls of your body have weakened over time, and as a result, that has meant that the vital organs have moved. And you can imagine, if that happens, that involved them both having surgery. It happened relatively at the same time. My dad even had to go into a care home because it was not deemed the house to be suitable enough to look after him. He had to have special meals, which in a number of cases he had to have these kind of anti-vomiting tablets because trying to get him to eat like a full standard meal would actually make him throw up. He could only eat certain amounts at certain times. And also my mum had a stint of probably, I would say, about 2 weeks in the hospital. So she wasn't in a particularly good way either. We had a bit of a situation. We had a tenant living in the property. Now, he was there and my brother was there. I was away. I moved down to Portsmouth. So I was not made aware of this until a couple of days when my mum first was sent to hospital. So I came straight up. Now I did what I could for them. I made sure to cook meals and sort them out. My dad had asked me to take a certain amount of money back with me home. Obviously, for my own safety, I didn't feel like taking that amount of money with me because the train from London to Portsmouth can take a minimum of 2.5 hours. From where I was coming from, I had to go to Waterloo and then I had to make the change. Earliest time would have been 2.5 hours for me. So this money was actually kept around in the house. My dad isn't necessarily fully trusting of banks. He's very old-fashioned. He says, "Oh, they don't get any interest," and so he kept this money around that he had earned from renting out a room previously. Now we had some issues with this tenant beforehand, and he left. It is our belief that he stole this money. Now, it's also my brother's negligence. I won't fail to mention that because he left all the rooms open. So, if you leave all the rooms open, you're out all the time and there's no one in the house, then that tenant seemed to have had free rein. Money seems to have gone as a result of that. This was to go towards my dad's retirement. He's obviously of an age where he can't work. My mum's getting very close to 60. So I'm basically asking if you can have a look at my Just Giving page. Now, whatever you can spare, I would greatly appreciate. It's more to restore my dad's faith in humanity. He's too trusting of people. He doesn't realise that, everyone's out for themselves, and that the second they get an opportunity, they will take it, and then they tend to disappear. It's so easy just to, leave without a trace, and to not be able to properly recover that money. I'm going to leave the description of the page down below, so you can have a look just to see their story. If you feel like donating, that's great. If not, at least you had a look, and thank you for looking. If you do donate, I am more than happy to do like a shout out, special mentions on the page. I will perhaps do like a live stream or something like that, or something Yu-Gi-Oh related, even any sort of request you have, obviously within reason. So please have a look. I'm just going to show you the page quickly now as well. So as you can see, this is the page. As it is, please, if you can donate, that'd be fantastic. Obviously, you can see my dad there, my mum, and that is me. This is actually the previous time that they visited in Portsmouth. And here is his story down below. It's more, like I said, it's just to help them out. It's to help my dad out, just to, you know, live the rest of his days. He doesn't get out much as it is, and unfortunately with this incident as well, it's making him even more reluctant to go out. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.